Plaintiff, Tania Smith, says the defendant is her brother, and she's been taking care of him for as long as she can remember. Tania claims the defendant is a bum who dropped out of high school and once assaulted her during an argument, and she's suing him today for unpaid rent. Defendant G.E.D Thomas admits that he doesn't currently have a job, but insists he's been trying to find work and is also trying to get his GED. G.E.D claims during the argument in question, Tania attacked him, and he simply grabbed her to protect himself. He's countersuing for an illegal eviction.
Start with you.
Well, this is my brother. I've been taking care of him since I can remember. He's always calling me, begging for money. We grew up in a dysfunctional home. Our mother was always working, partying, so we had to have other family members take care of us. I had to grow up at an early age. At the age of 16, I got my very first job at Dunkin' Donuts, got me a house, a car, became engaged. My brother, on the other hand, he became a bum, dropped out of high school. just leeching off everybody, begging for money, didn't get a job, didn't become independent like I did.
Didn't finish school? Didn't
finish school. I ended up supporting him, taking care of him, taking care of my 2 kids on my own. I let him move in once before at the age of 19, and he's kind of been living on and off with me for about 10 years. So, he is inspired to be this ghetto rapper. His rap name is Tay Montana.
Didn't somebody already have that name?
I mean, it's very cliche. So he ended up getting married at the age of 19 to have somebody support him. So I took on him and his wife, moving in with me.
He moved her in.
Right. Instead of moving out, he moved her in. Huh?
January 2015 was the first day he moved in. The agreement was for him to pay $600 a month.
All right, before we get to the rest, let me get some background from him. Sir?
Like she said, she was helping me out times when times got rough. My mother never took care of us. She stayed with my grandma, I stayed with my auntie. I actually had, only reason that I was staying with her because I had caught a case.
For what?
Unlawfully use of a credit card. So basically, like she said, she was helping me from time.
How did that require you to stay with her?
I actually didn't have a way to go.
Where did you live before you got caught? What does the credit card have to do with not having a place to live?
I was still on the college campus, so I got kicked off the college campus.
Oh, you were in college?
No, my wife was on campus. I was on, we had got married, we moved. We went to a college campus. She was going to school, by us being married, she didn't want to be separated, so we went to stay on the college campus. They paid for the house.
Oh, you got her kicked out of college?
No, she's still in college. I got kicked off.
She's still staying on the campus?
I got kicked off the campus.
She's still staying on the campus? What are you doing with your life?
At this moment, nothing.
Did you get a high school diploma?
No, sir.
What have you done?
I'm trying to get a GED.
How long has it been since you left school?
I left in 2011.
How many times have you taken the test?
I only took the test one time.
How long ago was that?
That was back in 2013.
What else have you done?
Besides that, trying to fill out applications for jobs.
What do you mean by trying?
Well, I fill out the applications.
You don't make it through? You say you try to fill out the applications.
I actually filled out the applications. I had actually got a job when I moved in with her. Well, I had the job before I moved in with her. I was working at Taco Bell.
Okay.
I had got they relieved me. I had got fired because of my background. They did a
because of your background?
Yeah, I have a felony on my background, so they fired me. I was staying with her.
Did you steal an iron from the hotel here in Chicago where you staying? Because they called me and said you did.
Nah,
they called here and said you stole the iron out of the closet and your clothes are still wrinkled.
Nah, I ain't stealing.
My God. Did you?
No.
I'm just having fun with you, but they did call saying that.
Wrong person.
All right, you're going to have to tell that to another judge.
that
you didn't do it.
Oh, my God.
What else you doing with your life? Just say you're looking to be a rapper.
Yeah, and doing music.
Okay, what do you do exactly with the music?
I actually rap and I do actually produce.
Okay.
I got a name for Iron Man.
That's right. That's a new rap name, Iron Man. All right. So, as long as you have some ambition, what you gonna do until you hit big, though?
At this moment,
You can't keep moving with her, and you can't keep taking these folks' irons.
I have my own apartment right now.
Do you?
Yeah.
Does he?
With my mother.
My mother stay with me. We actually go half on rent.
Where you get your half from?
Huh?
Where do you get your half from?
I do the music. The music, I let other
Who's
people.
the last person paid you?
Huh?
Who is the last person to pay you for music?
Whatever he call himself. It's a lot of artists that whatever.
Ma'am, let's get to the rent. Now, you agreed to pay $600 a month beginning when?
January 2015. He moved out August 1st. We had an altercation in June. I came home one night from work to discover my daughter's diaper soaking wet. The only thing I asked him to do, which was babysit, her diaper was soaking wet. She was crying. And so I woke him up out of his sleep, him and his wife, and I said, why is my daughter's diaper wet? You know, they both gave me attitude about it. Next thing you know, we started shouting, and he ends up getting angry and putting his hands on me. So we're fighting in my living room. Table got broken. I end up calling the police, but I thought about his background, and I knew he was on probation, and he is my brother. So he calmed down before the police got there, and I just asked him to leave, and he left. When he returned, we discussed him moving out soon, and when do he think he would be able to move out. And that's when he told me August. Upon moving out, he signed a promissory note stating that he would pay me $3,600 by the end of August.
I mean, he hasn't, obviously.
No, of course not.
Sir?
On that night, I was babysitting her daughter. When she came in the house, I was babysitting. I had basically gave the baby some juice. I went downstairs and laid down. Her other son was in the room with my niece. When she came in the house, she come in the house yelling, "Oh, this and that and this and that." So as she yelling, she wanted to attack me. I never once put her hands on her. She scratched my face up and I grabbed her.
Demonte,
That's the only eye.
you know you was not telling the truth right now.
She scratched my face up. She scratched my face up. We was arguing about the pamper. As we go upstairs, the table got broke because I had a cup in my hand, and as she was still scratching my face, I dropped the cup as I was grabbing her. Then she started arguing about the table. "Oh, you broke my table because of this and this and that." I'm not arguing with you. I'm not trying to argue with you. So I leave out the area. Here she go running downstairs again like a mad person that she is. She want to argue, want to fight. "Oh, you can get out of my house. Oh, I'm gonna just call the police." Once the police get to the house, she calmed down. "Oh, well, just go downstairs. I'm gonna tell the police that everything is okay." So once the police leave, she come downstairs. "Oh, well, I think it's best if you just leave my house." So I leave for the night. The next morning, I come back to the house as I was finna get my stuff. We talk about the situation. "Okay, well, I feel like you need to pay rent." Thing was, I was helping. I didn't pay her rent. I paid her rent.
You were doing nothing all day but playing the Xbox.
I was helping her. I was taking my nephew to school, taking my niece to daycare, and that's how I felt like everything was good. We never had a fight until the table got broke. Everything else.
Did you agree to pay the $3,600?
Yes, I agreed.
Right.
Only reason I agreed because it was like I didn't want her to call my probation officer or nothing like that and get anything. That's the only reason.
What kind of gangster rapper are you?
Because
You agree to pay somebody $3,600 because you're afraid what your probation officer gonna say.
Because I don't want her to put on no police report that's saying I put my hands
You
on her.
ain't got that much time. In fact, that made you big, right? If you're in the rap game, if you're a gangster rapper, you get bigger. The more fighting you do, the more you go to jail. No wonder you ain't sold no records. You scared to go to jail. Go on to jail. I'm gonna hook you up today. You'll be able to sell plenty of records once these hotel folks get to you. What's your counterclaim? $5,000. How does she owe you $5,000?
We got into an argument again the 2 days before I actually left the house. Once I left the house, I had studio equipment that was still there. That when I came back, it was not there, and I still had clothes and stuff that was not there. That was in the back of the house, and it rained.
So you think she stole your item?
No, she actually just put the stuff out and let it get damaged.
Okay, ma'am.
No, sir. I just helped him. I was helping him move his things out because I had to get somebody else to move in to cover.
Did he know you were helping him?
Yeah, I told him on the phone. I said, Jamonte, I'm gonna help you move your stuff. I'm gonna leave this stuff right here on the back porch.
Right where? On the
I
back
live on the
porch,
first
how long?
Literally the same day. He came and retrieved his things.
You came the same day she set it out?
Yes.
Well, how does she owe you if you came there the same day?
Because it started raining.
Pardon me?
It started raining.
What items were ruined, sir?
My studio and my clothes.
Your studio.
Oh, man.
So now you had a whole studio in there.
I had my studio equipment. The microphone, the speakers, and the mixing board.
And that amounted to how much?
The studio equipment came out to $2,000.
Your Honor, I'll probably end up paying for that equipment because all he do is call me and ask me for $100, $300 here and there. So I'm pretty sure I pay for it, and I bought the Xbox
Yeah, but you
for
should have
him.
known not to set the man's equipment out. And if
I
you
put it
knew,
in I put plastic over it.
Did she?
Yeah.
Get on out of here. Judgment for the plaintiff. You signed the agreement. She went out of her way to put plastic over your things, and you had to leave because you're in there fighting with her. Won't change the baby's pampers, won't do anything. Lay up, eat everything. You probably don't even rap most of the day. Judgment for the plaintiff. Your claim is dismissed. And you're a likable guy.
You know what, Jamonte, I love you, but you need to get yourself together.
I like you. You come on out here because them folks waiting on you. Come with me, man.
Yeah,
They waiting on you back there. I'm telling you now. They waiting on you, the hotel people. You better come on and let you out the side.
You better go with
I'm
them.
telling you, for real. They're waiting on you out there, man. You better come on. Come on, man. I'm telling you. You can walk around that way and talk to them. They waiting on you, man.
I got nothing to say to her.
You know, I have something to say to you.
I got
You
nothing
know,
to say.
you need to just give me all this money you owe me and fix that dent in the car you got in the back of my car as well. You always messing up stuff, and I'm sick of you. So you ain't got to ask me for nothing either since you don't have anything to say to me. But I still love you, though, because you're my brother. You always going to be my blood.
But you too. I ain't got nothing to say to her.